Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Davidson, and I am wanting to welcome you to the new term for summer at Cal State Teach. I'm sorry I was unable to attend orientation, but I do hope that all of you were taken care of well. I'm sure that the faculty welcomed you and answered many of your questions. In April, as I sent you all a link to this website, and I'm not sure you all received it because I heard from no one, but I will be sending it again. And this website will offer you orientation information specific to my class. One of the things that I want to make sure that you do as soon as possible is to fill out the personal information sheet that is enclosed in this document. This is called a live binder, and we will be using this a lot in this classroom for me to communicate with you. I need to know if you already have a placement. If you do not, that is important because I need to find a place for you to put in your hours in order to meet the commitments of the university. In addition to that, there is this welcome letter that explains to you how I like to structure my class's late policy, and other information that will help you understand about getting your work in, how I want you to fill out your lesson planning, and so on. So please take time to read this through. If you need to make a copy of it, you may. There's also this portion of it where I do need you to send me back this portion that says that you have read this and that you understand it. And if you would scan that back to me, I would appreciate that very much. In addition to the personal information, you will also find a timesheet. There's the link to the timesheet here, and you have to make sure that you will be using this timesheet when you go to your placements, because you are required to put in between 6 to 9 hours every week in order to meet your commitment for Cal State. Interestingly enough, the summer term is very different from other terms, and we will do our best to make sure that you receive the required hours during this term. But often summer placements are difficult to come by, the ones that we want you to have experience with. So I have structured a summer program for all of my students, and it's a little different from other teachers, and it's a little different from the normal Cal State Teach routine that we do during the regular school year. But I have found that it is effective, and that my students have been able to not only get their hours, but also get the necessary training that is required in order for you to become the very best teachers that you can. You will hear more about that during our term meeting, and I will mention when we were going to have a term meeting later in this screencast. In addition, there is also a video permission slip. Right now, you don't have to worry about this because you were just starting the program, but I do want you to know that it is here, because there will be an opportunity when you are in your next terms, as you go through this program, that you will need to take videos of yourself with your students, and I will let you know when the video permission slip needs to be filled out. In addition to that, these are the orientation videos that you may or may not have seen at orientation, whether you were in Alameda County or in Monterey Bay. If you did not look at these videos, I want you to do so now. They're between 10 and 12 minutes apiece, and they are very specific about how to utilize the website, what the IRIS modules are about, how to post to the discussion forum, pacing guides, and creating a website. I think they were viewed in Alameda County. If you need additional access for review, now you know where to find them. If you did not have a chance to look at them in Monterey Bay, and I think, Jamie, you're the only one that went there, I do want you to look over these documents, because they will tell you how I want you to function as my student. This lesson plan assistant piece right here, you don't have to really work with this until you have completed your first module. But I will let you know as you were going through modules 2 that this is where you will come to get information on how to prepare a lesson plan. Each of you, however, does need to go to this particular how tab, which is how to write a reflection. Here I have given you the instructions for writing a reflection, and I've given you examples on how on reflections, and finally a how-to video. This is very, very, very important because your reflection is a reflection on your practice. It's not just your opinion about what has happened, but it's really an integration of what you've read, what you've experienced, what your goals are based on the teacher performance expectations, and what you have seen in areas of growth throughout the course of the working on that particular module. So I just want you to know that you do have to write the reflection using this format. This particular format is different than the one that is in the actual pacing guide. But I want you to use this one because this one will force you to use the TPE as your guide for reflecting on your practice. Next, I would like to ask you all to please establish an ooVoo account as soon as possible. On the welcome letter that you will find here, at the very end, I have listed my ooVoo account information so that once you have established your account, I need you to send me an email asking me inviting me to be on your email or your ooVoo account. Once we've done that, then I can go ahead and schedule our term meeting. Term 1, it's very important that we have this meeting so you'll understand how to navigate the term. All my Term 1A students, you will be going through the process more slowly than my Term 1 student. That does not mean, however, that you are not to be as vigilant about the pacing plan as my Term 1 student. I still want you at that meeting because you need to hear what the term is going to be like, and also so we can set a precedent in understanding how we are going to be communicating. In the meantime, I do hope that you have gotten over the jitters, and if you do have any questions, please feel free to call me, to email me at the email address that you see here. You can text me here, but I do not encourage you calling and leaving a message. I am very bad at answering voicemail, and you can call me, but I might not get to your voicemail until someone texts me and says, your voicemail is full. I don't check my voicemail. I always check my text mail. So if you really need to reach me, just go ahead and send me a text that says, Connie, call me, and I will do that. Please feel free to call me Dr. Connie or Connie. It's not necessary for you to call me Dr. Davidson. If you want to, that's fine, but I want you to feel more like we are collegial with this and I am your guide and facilitator. It is my goal to help you through this process. And as long as we keep the lines of communication open, I know that we will be successful in all of these endeavors. In the meantime, please look for the link and please come to this web page for Cal State Teach, and this is where I will always be continually uploading documents for you. Thank you very much, and I hope that you had a nice Saturday and you are enjoying this Sunday. Goodbye.